Ah, yes, the woke mind virus, a parasite that's been infecting society for the last decade or so. Today, we'll go over some clips of people like this, completely brainwashed by twisted ideas. So, enjoy. It's wild to see how some people get caught up in these trends, but honestly, sometimes you can't help but watch and wonder where it's all going.
Do you know what the leading cause of death for pregnant people is?
Pregnant people?
hmm
Mothers? Women?
If you'd like to call them mothers, not all of them are mothers, but if you'd like to call them that,
What are they if they're not mothers?
they're pregnant people.
What people other than mothers are pregnant?
Does it bother you to use inclusive language?
I prefer to use precise language.
Okay, this is a light one, but damn, pregnant people, who taught you how to talk, girl? Mothers. If she has a living creature growing inside her, she is a mother. She even tries to act like she's smart or something. It's one thing to be clueless, but acting like you're above basic logic is a whole different level. Sometimes people forget how simple things really are.
Well, first of all, it's not a baby, it's a fetus.
What does fetus mean?
A fetus is in utero.
What does fetus mean in Latin?
What the f? I'm sorry, is this
It means little human being.
The smile is very creepy. Okay,
Smiling is creepy?
no, your smile specifically.
Got it.
But let's go back to,
So-
we're losing track here.
No, but is what species is the fetus?
The fetus is not a species yet. It's technically classified as a parasite until it is viable.
So
now I want to talk to you about something very quickly.
I can't get past that. Are you
I'm
saying
sorry.
you're saying a baby is a disease or a tumor?
A parasite is not a disease and a tumor. Those are not the same thing. A
A
parasite
parasite-
is defined as something that cannot survive outside of its host. A baby, before it is viable, cannot survive outside of a woman's womb.
Got it. So let's
Therefore,
extrapolate that.
It is not a living organism.
Are
Okay, here's another sweet little girl with a couple of piercings and more attitude than education. A fetus is a parasite? What is going on? Honestly, I blame the schools for pushing this crap. No wonder abortion is so accepted. People are out here thinking they're just exterminating parasites. It's crazy how some ideas get twisted and people run with them without understanding the bigger picture. Education should be about understanding, not just blindly following whatever sounds catchy.
The age of men is over. The time of the woman has come.
These clips are about to get a lot like this. Feminists are getting uglier by the minute with all the pronoun, gender, transgender stuff. Like, things are getting super complicated. I've got a pronoun for these specimens. Why not just call them orcs?
What gender do you think you are?
I'm a male.
Maybe I think you're a woman.
No, legally I'm a male. It says on my driver's license that I'm a male.
What if I say I don't believe you?
It doesn't matter.
What gender do you think I am?
I would assume you're female.
See, you're making assumptions.
Yes.
I identify as non-binary.
Respectfully, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
What pronoun should I use?
You should use they, them pronouns.
What if I don't?
If you don't, I would consider that disrespectful, and that's actually an act of violence to intentionally misgender someone.
Here we come to the issue. You just said that's an act of violence. That means
Yes.
it's an actionable offense. That means it's a crime. We have no idea how many pronouns there are. We can never know how many pronouns there are. And to not use a proper pronoun
You could ask.
is an act of violence against them. Did you ask my pronouns before you sat down?
No, I didn't ask your pronouns.
You just talked about me being privileged. You understand? No one goes around asking pronouns before they speak with people.
Oh my God, what point are you even trying to make? That right there is a grown-ass man, and you are, well, you're right on that one. I don't really know what she is, so we might have to check those pronouns. It's honestly wild how confusing things can get when you start questioning every little detail.
Do you identify as black? No, it's a serious question because you might not identify. Can you please put the mic? Thank you. Okay.
When I walked into
I'm not done with my question. I am not done with my question.
young lady.
I'm just asking you to listen to me. While
And
I ask my
I'm about
question.
to answer your
Okay,
first question.
But I didn't finish my question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm black.
We should all just react like this guy, laugh in their faces, and treat them like what they are. Young, confused people, brainwashed by an agenda that only brings destruction and mistakes. This is seriously harming society bad. It's frustrating when you see these things taking hold because at the end of the day, it's not about progress. It's about pushing people further away from understanding what's real and what's healthy for everyone.
But ma'am, don't assume my gender. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't assume your gender. What are your pronouns then?
They and Z and princess.
Princess? Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yes, another way to deal with this virus. If you can't defeat the enemy, join them, play their own game, harass them with their own ideology. Maybe then they'll realize the whole thing is just ridiculous. It's a funny thought, but honestly, sometimes people need to see the nonsense they're pushing in order to realize how far things have gone off track. Maybe that's the only way to get through to them.
I want to get paid the same as a man, and I think you understand that. So, if you become president, will a woman make the same as a man, and do I get to choose what I do with my body?
You're going to make the same if you do as good a job.
Donald Trump definitely has some of the best one-liner comebacks for the woke mentality. I mean, he's right. You'll get paid the same as a man if you do the same job well, like everyone else. What, do you want free money just because you show up with attitude and try to confront the president? Sit down, girl. You still have a lot to learn. It's crazy how some people forget that hard work and merit are what actually matter, no matter who you are.
OpenAI is the leader in AI, and I'm somewhat worried that they've ingested the woke mind virus in the training. You can see some of that in the output results. We obviously saw that with Google Gemini as well. It said, draw a picture of the founding fathers of the United States, and it's a group of diverse women. Yeah. This is a historical event. This is rewriting history.
Yep. Elon, another public speaker against the woke mentality virus, even said his son, who is transgender, was killed by the woke mentality. Of course, this is metaphorical. He means that since his daughter is trans, it symbolizes the death of his son. It's a pretty intense way of putting it, but you can see his frustration with how the whole movement has affected his family and the confusion it creates.
It is Vivian Jenna Wilson. I'm just going to come on here and say that I'm doing well. I'm doing fine, actually. And I am formulating a response and whatnot. It's being worked on. It's being worked on. Just hold your goddamn horses for 5 more seconds, okay? I promise it's getting worked on.
Doesn't look like you're doing fine, honey. You're a little spazzy and twitchy, like something is really wrong with you. Maybe it's the fact that you didn't accept yourself as you were and decided to change your whole body and hormones, thinking it would change something about your insecurities.
I think this woke mindset and virus is a tremendous advantage for me and my family, because the people who buy into it are victims. The people who buy into it are blaming other people. The people who buy into it are focusing on things that are totally outside of their control. I don't do that, and my kids are not going to do that. So we're going to have a competitive advantage against everybody who spends time focusing on things that don't matter and worries about things that they can't control and blames other people for their problems. So absolutely, it's going to be a net positive for me, because people who raise their kids to be accountable, they raise strong kids, they raise their kids to suffer with grace, they raise their kids to be good stewards of money. It's going to be playing the game on easy mode while everybody else is out pointing fingers at everybody else.
This guy might be right. Let them talk about pronouns, get mad at Trump, and inject hormones into their bodies. People with an actual brain will keep working on the important things: work, family, and health. This new woke mentality is destroying all 3 of those. It's crazy how much time and energy gets wasted on things that don't even matter in the long run, while the things that truly build a strong life are being neglected.